What's going on, guys? MystaSuga here, and today I'm bringing you a Reviewtorial on the MISC Prospector. In this video, we're going to start off with a ship tour, take a look at some stats, recommended upgrades, and best use cases for the MISC Prospector. As a reminder, I do stream on Twitch, so feel free to follow me over there and say hi. Thank you for clicking on this video, and I hope you enjoy, like, and subscribe. I think it's best to start off a Prospector ship tour by saying the fun, cool, exciting parts about this ship are on the exterior, like the mining head and your ore pods. With that being said, let's get into the interior. So you only have one entrance. It is on the... Oh, I should know this. I think it's the port side, but we're going to call it left. Come up the ladder, and this ship does feature a strategic toilet placement. As soon as you step in, you can take care of your business, no problem. So whenever IBS becomes a thing in this game before working hangars, this ship, we could see an increase in interest in it. The ship also features a bed with a thing that says storage. It's not really storage, but it does say storage on it. And other than that, we just have a bunch of components, a fire extinguisher, the basic stuff. But absolutely, I think the highlight of the ship, far and away the highlight of the ship, and I think I haven't been in every ship, but I haven't found a better cockpit. I'll put something pretty on the screen. I don't want to just make you check out this hangar, but the cockpit in this is amazing. Well, that pretty much completes the ship tour for the MISC Prospector. Pretty short and sweet. Next, we'll get into some stats and then the fun stuff. The MISC Prospector costs 73,238 AUEC to rent in-game and 2.9295 million AUEC to purchase, both of which can be done at Loreville. When looking at the stats on the MISC Prospector, we are left wanting everywhere but two places: the cooler and the power plant, which are both just size 2s. Everywhere else leaves you wanting more. The shields suck, the guns suck, it's slow, it has below average maneuverability for a size 2 ship, it doesn't hold any cargo. However, thankfully, none of these matter because ideally you won't see anybody while you're mining. Speaking of mining, let's have a quick chat about upgrades I recommend. So number one, most important, one you need every single time, absolutely, are Argo ore pods. Argo ore pods can be put on your ship by pressing right Alt K in the pilot seat, and you'll unlock your ship ports, and then you can pull your pods off. You can purchase Argo ore pods almost anywhere, and yeah, just pop off the old ones, put the new ones on, and your cargo capacity goes up 50%. The other thing I am going to recommend changing is your mining head. If it is your first time, or maybe you're having issues, the easiest setup for sure is the Hofstede size 1 with a Focus 3 module. Both the Hofstede size 1 and Focus 3 can be purchased at her L1 Greenglade Station. Doing those two upgrades on your first time of mining is going to give you a much better experience. For your first time mining, I recommend heading over to Walla. The reason I like using Walla is because it is one of the less popular moons to mine at, and it is also really close to one of my favorite refineries. I like finding a mining area. They are all over the place. So we have, ArtCorp mining area 061, we have 048 down here, 045, 056, so there's kind of multiple around here. 061 is my favorite for probably no reason at all. After you've jumped to Walla, go ahead and scan by pressing tab and start looking for yellow points of interest labeled unknown. One thing to look out for is unknown points of interest that only appear when they're 5 kilometers away or closer. These rocks are usually going to be hand mineable only and not what we're here for. What we are here for in order by priority is Quantanium, Terranite, Bexylite, and Gold. Do be aware with Quantanium though, after you mine it, after you extract it, you have 25 minutes to get it refined. And if you do pick some up, don't crash. We can see what rocks have in them by pulling out our mining laser with M and just looking at the rock. First, you'll see it highlighted in purple, and then you'll see it highlighted in gold. And after it's highlighted in gold or yellow, whatever it is, over on the right side, it will tell you what the rock is actually made out of. At the top right, it will also tell you how difficult this rock is to break. Difficulty will be rated in easy, medium, hard, challenging, and impossible. Here we can see how much material is actually in the rock, and here we can see what's actually in the rock. Once you find a rock you like, go ahead and have it looked at by your mining laser, and in the top left there is a indicator for the optimal distance you should be away from the rock. So go ahead and move yourself to optimal there. After that, judging by the difficulty of the rock, you can decide what level of power is appropriate to go up to. Once you find a rock you like, press left click while in fracture mode and power your laser until it gets close to the green section. Once you get close, power down, but make sure you stay in the green zone. After the rock has fractured, press left alt and left click to swap to extraction mode and scan all the smaller rocks. Only extract the rocks with ideally 30+% of material that you'll actually refine. But desperation can decrease this number significantly. So if the green fills up while they're still red, it explodes. It'll damage your modules, it can take your Focus 3 off, it can certainly damage your ship, and you lose parts of the rock. So if you do end up messing up like I just did and sending it into red to where it's unrecoverable, just get away, let it chill, and come back to it. Once you filled your ore pods up to 48 SEU, go ahead and leave the atmosphere, fly to Arc L2, and head to the refinery. I like Arc L2 because they have great bonuses to common ore found on Walla. Just make sure your ship is stored before starting this process. Once your ship is selected, you will have to pick a refining process. The two I recommend are Ferron and Dynix because they don't eat into profits and have a very high yield. Once your materials have finished refining, you can store them directly to your ship with no wait time, as long as your ship is stored at the same station as the refinery. I usually take my refined ore to Orison, but there are websites that track in-game prices, so if you want to min-max, feel free to check that out. I have been MystaSuga, you have been great, thank you for watching my video, let me know if I missed anything, and I will catch you all next time.